And another position that really is kind of a no-brainer is a tight end with Kyle Rudolph. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of competition with that position with the Minnesota Vikings or anyone else, Paul.
Yeah, Kyle, from a touchdown catching standpoint, statistically is the greatest tight end in the history of Minnesota Vikings football. Now, he has 47 touchdowns during his career and 2010 to 2019.
It is caught! Touchdown!
Not only did he win the New Orleans game back left of the end zone with a tricky, difficult catch, but he morphed his game in 2019 to do things a lot of fans and media members felt he couldn't do. And that was being a legitimately very good blocker in the running game, and his pass protection got better too. So it's Kyle Rudolph by a mile.
Well, and I think both of you guys agree with that because we have it coming, kind of pushing this discussion forward. Will Irv Smith Jr. be the tight end of the next decade for the Minnesota Vikings? What are your thoughts about that?
He could possibly do that. You know, I think he would do well to watch Kyle Rudolph. And I always, I got to get back to Kyle Rudolph. From his very first days in games, you could see how unique he was as a red zone receiver, just with the long arms, and he's so tall and just reaching up over people to grab the ball. He has had, as far as red zone touchdowns, there's only been two other tight ends over the whole decade who've had more, and that's Jimmy Graham and Rob Gronkowski. And they were both. And you look at Jimmy Graham, 153 targets in the red zone. Rudolph, 98 targets in the red zone. So Rudolph actually has a better touchdown percentage. And I'll always wonder, what could Kyle Rudolph have done in the kind of schemes that Jimmy Graham was in over the years, or Gronkowski, and just in terms of his touchdown numbers? He could have probably been an every year 10 touchdown type of guy.
And I think what sums him up was just before halftime against Detroit, in Detroit, I believe it was last year, it's kind of a Hail Mary, right? But for him to just jump up.
But there was nobody could move.
Yeah, all the great tight ends are playing in the NBA, and I think Kyle Rudolph showed us there that he could probably play in the NBA as well.